Well, welcome to Leadership. Glad that you have joined us again today as we just try to share some practical things that will keep us sharp as leaders. And one of the things we need to realize as leaders is that we have to learn how to live well, the principles that help us as individuals live well, without thinking about the organization too much, because if we're not living well, our leadership comes out of what's inside of us. So we have to have some principles, some convictions that we have decided not to violate, that they matter to us in our personal lives, and then they become reflected in our leadership. I have some leadership heroes from the Bible. Of course, Jesus is at the top of the list. I love Moses. I think he's maybe one of the greatest leaders of all time. We can learn a lot from David. We can learn a lot from Nehemiah. But another one of my favorite guys is Joseph. And I just want to pick up a couple of things from the life of Joseph. So his brothers turn on him. He ends up in Egypt, which is not home for him. And God begins to give him favor. And you wonder, why is God giving Joseph favor? Well, God doesn't look at all of the outside stuff and what's going on the outside. God always looks at hearts, looks what's deep inside. And he sees something in Joseph. He sees a spirit that he's attracted to. And as the story goes on, Pharaoh notices him. He interprets dreams and becomes important in the nation. And one of the dreams he interprets is what's going to be happening in the nation of Egypt. There's going to be a long famine. And he comes up with a plan. And I just want to point out a couple of things from that plan in Genesis chapter 41. Verse 33. He's describing to Egypt what they should do. And he says, "Let Pharaoh look for a man, discerning and wise, and set him over. Let Pharaoh do it. Then let Pharaoh take action to appoint overseers. Let Pharaoh do it. And put all the cities under Pharaoh's authority." Joseph was bright. Joseph was smart. Joseph understood and recognized the importance of appreciating and honoring authority. One of the biggest secrets, one of the biggest keys to living well, getting ahead in life, and I would add, because it affects leadership, to leading well, is recognizing and honoring people who are in leadership. So Tommy Nelson pastored in Texas for a long time, and at one point he was the chaplain for the high school football team. And they had a running back on the high school football team who was breaking all kinds of drafts, all kinds of records. He was drafted at the end of high school to college that the Heisman Trophy winner had just come out of. And Tommy Nelson went up to the coach and said, "Is this guy going to do well in college? You think he's going to win the Heisman?" And this is what the coach said: "He won't even touch the football in college. He has an authority issue. He can't listen to anybody in authority, doesn't listen to his parents, doesn't listen to his teachers, doesn't listen to his employer. The guy's not going to touch the football in college." And he didn't. Our ability to honor and respect people and show honors to others is a primary key to living well. And I just want to remind all of you to practice it. Honor the people in your church. Honor the leadership in your church. And as you give honor, honor comes back. Have a great day. All the best.